Greed and the fear are too loud. The planning must happen in silence before the trade begins. I called this reading the tape with your plan already made. Most people read the tape and make it up as they go. Those people are not traders, they are gamblers. And the market will eventually take everything from a gambler. It has no mercy. It has no memory. It does not care about your mortgage or your family or your dreams. It only responds to discipline. And discipline begins before the trade opens. Now I want to talk about something that took me the longest to understand. The reason most traders give back their profits is not laziness. It is not stupidity. It is not even greed, not exactly. It is biology. The human brain is wired, literally constructed to make the worst possible decisions in a trading environment. Here is what I mean. When you are sitting on a large profit, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. It is the same chemical that is released when you eat food you love, when you fall in love, when you win. And dopamine does something very specific. It makes you want more. It tells you this feeling is good. Do not stop. Keep going. Surely there is more where this came from. And so you hold. When you should sell, you hold. And then the market turns, and the profit starts shrinking. And now a different mechanism takes over. Loss aversion. Studies have proven scientifically that the pain of losing $100 is twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining $100. So when your profit starts shrinking, you cannot bring yourself to sell. Because selling means accepting the loss of what you had. And the brain cannot tolerate that pain. So it whispers, hold on, it will come back. Just wait. Be patient. And you wait, and it goes lower. And you wait more. And it goes lower still. And the profit is gone. And now you are at your entry point. And the brain says, I cannot sell here. I would be selling at break-even. I made no money. That feels like failure. So you hold more. And now you are in a loss. And the loss aversion is so powerful that you still cannot sell. Because selling now means admitting you were wrong. And the ego, that fragile, destructive, expensive ego, cannot accept being wrong. So you hold until the loss is catastrophic. And then you sell in panic, at the very worst possible price. This is not a story I invented. This is the story of almost every trader who has ever lived. I know because it was my story too, more than once. Let me tell you about the first time I truly understood what this rule meant and what it cost me to learn it. The year was 1907. The American banking system was cracking apart at the seams. Trusts were collapsing. The money supply was drying up. Ordinary investors had no idea what was coming. But I had been reading the tape for weeks, and the tape was telling me something that made the hair on my arms stand up. The market was about to fall, hard and fast. I went short, massively short. I bet with everything I had and more that the entire market was going to collapse. And it did. The panic of 1907 hit like a hammer. Stocks fell. Banks failed. Fortunes evaporated overnight. And my account grew by hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day. Within weeks, I had made approximately $3 million. In today's money, that is somewhere between $80 and $100 million. In weeks, J.P. Morgan himself, the most powerful banker in America, sent a man to find me, to ask me personally to stop shorting the market. He said I was making the panic worse. I agreed to stop. I covered my positions. I walked out of that trade with $3 million and the knowledge that I had just read the market better than any man alive. I was 30 years old. I felt like a king, and then I made the mistake. Flushed with confidence, intoxicated by the win. Genuinely feeling, that I could not be wrong, I started trading again. Heavily, recklessly. I began taking tips from other men, something I had sworn never to do. I trusted someone else's opinion over my own reading of the tape. I ignored my rules because I believed in that moment of peak confidence that I had transcended rules, that I was beyond them. Within months, the $3 million was gone. Every last cent. I was broke again. And sitting in that boarding house staring at the wall, I finally understood something I had intellectually known but never truly felt in my bones. The most dangerous moment in a trader's life is not when he is losing. It is when he is winning. Because winning creates company and fights. And confidence unchecked, undisciplined confidence becomes arrogance. And arrogance is the market's favorite prey. The golden rule exists precisely for that moment, that peak, that feeling of invincibility. Because that is exactly when the market is sharpening its knife. 22 years later, I did it again. But bigger, much bigger.